don't have to offend anybody to encounter wickedness. You don't have to be interested to encounter confrontation or battles. All you need is just be alive and you are in a battlefield. All you need is just be on earth and you are on a battleground. So you must remain spiritually intense. One woman was testifying the other day how the doctor that was attending to her, once she saw the doctor, she felt uncomfortable. And then the doctor will come and tap her tummy like this, tap, 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 tap. Which is not an examination known to me, except if it's a new type of examination. Until the husband said, why are you tapping her like that? The woman began to pray for God to deliver her from that doctor. Suddenly another woman had an emergency cesarean session. The doctor was arranged a way to attend to that woman. Under 30 minutes, this one delivered. This is where I'm going. She entered, she went to deliver. As innocent as delivery is, she encountered a doctor of questionable spiritual leaning. I'm sorry to say this, but do you know if the doctor that wanted to attend to you is an occultic one? Do you know if the person who wants to take your delivery is a witch whose agenda is to take as many babies as possible? I'm not saying this to frighten you, but that's the reality of life. You must be awake and alert at the place of prayer, because we live in a world of wickedness, the world of evil. Little boy gave his friend sweet in school. The friend forgot to lick it and put it in his pocket. Mother is checking the boy's pocket and brings something out. It's a human finger. That sweet is not ordinary sweet. Where is this? How did you get this? My friend gave me sweet in school. I put it in pocket. So the friend in school is a little wizard, a wizardlet that is trying to initiate an innocent boy in school. That is why I say praying always, always, with all prayer and supplication. Pray without ceasing. The devil knows that his time is short, so he's doing a lot of overtime, and the demand is placed on you to be intense at the place of prayer, so you can collapse the devil anywhere you meet him. You see, even if you're on the road and you remember this passage, pray without ceasing. Just start praying.
Some people are in poverty today in church because of superstitions and wrong teachings. There are people in church, excuse. Many people today, they are poor because they are waiting for government. Some are waiting for their uncle. He's 7 years now. My uncle has been to UK. He has never sent me pounds. The other time he sent me just 100 pounds. So he says, why can't you walk? You to walk. The life of some people would have been better if not for excuse. There are people like that in church. The Lord is telling them, rise up. You can overcome that situation. Rise up. Government, electricity is our problem. Situation is our wahala. After I graduated, no job. This government, they are terrible. He said, rise up. Tell somebody beside you, rise up.
In 1978, in the United States of America, investigators got to a church camp and found 900 people dead. Why? Because their pastor told them to commit suicide. He gave them a religious reason to do so. And so they mixed poison together and drank it. They all died, and then he shot himself. 300 of them were 17 years and under. You see, the matter of Bible interpretation is a matter of life and death. The devil has used this to cheat people, to kill people, to steal from people. Wrong Bible interpretation has been used to rid people of their money, rid people of their possession. Families have been divided because of improper Bible interpretation. You see, a lot of funny things happen in the church. A man of God caught a revelation. He says Mary conceived of the Holy Ghost, but Mary was still a virgin. So he caught a revelation that if he sleeps with members of the church, because he is holy, he has not touched them. See, if you say Bible interpretation is not important, I feel rush you. Like I said, in many cases, it's a matter of life and death.
Like I said in a previous video, right? I sometimes don't understand how these men of God pick and choose what they talk about. Sometimes I really don't understand, because they try their utmost best to hook people down with whatever imaginary enemy they can think of. And they create an environment that is always in danger. They create this sense of fear within the minds of their members. Because whatever they do, they always paint a picture of the enemy always trying to drag them down. You not being able to do something properly because you lack the knowledge and skills needed to carry out that thing. But according to a man of God, your inability to carry out that thing, or the reason you're not succeeding, is because you are not prayerful enough. It's because you are not fasting enough, and it's because you don't trust God enough. The enemy is always there to drag you down. The enemy is always there to bring you down. All they talk about is the enemy. It doesn't matter if someone is being lazy. It doesn't matter if someone doesn't want to do what is necessary to get them there. It doesn't matter. It's always the fault of an imaginary enemy who is always there to stop you from doing what you want to do, who is always there to cajole your progress, who is always there to curtail your successes. There is always that person. Men of God have realized how spiritual Africans are. Men of God have realized that if they create this fear within the minds of the people, it will push the people to rally behind them. And the men of God are using this to the fullest. That is why when they come on air to talk, they always say, Satan is against you, the devil is against you, your enemies are working against you, your neighbors don't want to see you succeed, people hate you, people don't like you, people are always there to make sure you fail. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ask yourself this. If this were to be true, if everyone is just out there to make sure that you fail, if everyone is just out there waiting for you to pass so that they do something for you to fail, if everyone is just out there not doing their own thing, not minding their own business, but just watching you and planning for you to fail, do you think you'll still be alive? Do you think you will still be alive by now? Do you think those who have succeeded would have succeeded? What about people of the world? What about people who are not believers? People who are not Christians? How are they making it? How are they succeeding? Now, the man of God will tell you that the reason they are succeeding is because they are worshiping another God. They are cultists. They belong to a sacred cult. They are ritualists. That is what the man of God will tell you. That even though they are successful, they have stolen your future. That is why they are successful. So no matter how you do, the men of God have always found a way to lock down their members. And they have always used fear to do that. It has been very, very successful. I have to give credit to them. I know this is strange coming out of me, but I give credit to where it's due. I have to appreciate them. They have done a fantastic job. The way they have shaped the mindset of their members is so amazing. The way their members listen to them is so amusing. I wish they also instill in them the ability to go out there and work hard and succeed. How I wish the brainwashing they've done towards serving God, towards giving to them, towards honoring their daddies and mommy in the church was the same level of brainwashing they did in order for them to go out there and work hard and succeed. I imagine how prosperous our society in Africa would have been by now. If the level of fear they put within the members in the church was the same level of fear they were able to put on politicians, I wonder how nice those politicians would be. I wonder how obedient those politicians would be. I wonder. But the honest truth is, this whole mind game, this whole mind illusion works mostly on common people, work mostly on people who know little to nothing, work mostly on local people. Or the politicians, they are aware of it. Or the men of God themselves, they know it. So it doesn't work on them. And some of the high-ranking members in the church who are super rich understand the whole game. The reason they are there is because it is benefiting them. Some of them get contract from the man of God. Some of them look at use it as a way to connect to other powerful people in society, and by so doing, they can network together and build more and more wealth for themselves. The only people who are losing the most are the commoners. They are the ones losing the most. And for that, I empathize with them. I honestly do. I empathize with them.